Well, welcome back to Ringside. It's
Episode 2.
episode 2. Yo, first episode, 26 views. Put it there.
I said, predicted 25 is our audience.
Man,
I
listen.
feel like we're above target.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Honestly, I don't give a damn if 25 people watch our videos in general. We're having fun.
Yeah.
It's me, HBK Jr. HBK is more light skinned than me, but who's counting?
Airborne.
And now I'm Tim Hacksaw Jr.
No, it's Hacksaw Tim Duggan.
Why are you talking so low?
Yeah, no, he can hear you.
Hacksaw Tim
No,
Duggan.
yeah.
Hacksaw Tim Duggan?
Yes.
Hacksaw Tim Duggan.
Hacksaw.
This is gonna be a long video.
Anyway, so
So we had predictions last week, and we can
Yes.
kind of talk about Hell in a Cell. This is the week of October 31st, and we're gonna go through.
Yes.
So Hell in a Cell overall. What are your thoughts?
On a grading scale,
Yeah.
I give it a B. B
I think
plus.
it's a B. I think there was some good stuff to it.
Yes, it was. Look back. He didn't watch
He
it.
didn't
I
watch
didn't watch.
Well,
I should have watched.
Well, actually, I got the most outcome right, so my prediction was the best. But T-Pain, he got what, 50%, under 50%?
Yeah.
Wasn't I like
so the
3 out of
final
8 or something?
the final score was there was I think 8. Yes.
8
there was
total
8
matches.
matches. Your boy over here 7 out of 8. I had 5 out of 8, and Hacksaw T over there 3.
Now, I think I'm impressed by that because he did not know who the hell none of these fucking people are.
He wasn't. I thought there was gonna be a swerve,
Right?
and there was, just not in the right match for me. I thought we'd had the Jericho KO turn
Right.
and Seth would win, but we didn't see the swerve until the end of the show. So let's go pre-show. Okay match, cruiserweights, whatever. I had Lindsay. Cedric came out on top. That was a good call.
Yeah.
Pretty good, pretty solid.
It was.
I think that was one of the ones that I picked.
No, you picked Tony.
You picked
I
Tony.
picked Tony, yeah, because the Italian name.
Yeah.
Then we started off for Rusev. The main show started off for Rusev and Roman. Now, honestly,
I think it's good it went first.
honestly, I was impressed because I'm thinking it's gonna be the same usual Rusev
Yeah.
Roman. The whole chain and accolade thing was cool.
Yeah.
I like the spear off the step
Yeah.
spot. That was cool.
And that was the feedback. It's hard for me to get invested when you know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And especially that the accolade's protected, but then you throw in a chain and he just slips out of it,
Yeah.
and then
All that baby oil.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was fine for what it was.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough when you know Rusev's got no chance going in, right?
Right, but I'm telling you right now, Rusev's stock, the whole League of Nations stuff, like his fucking stock dropped.
Right.
Like, he was
and he was built like a great monster, right? And
like
then
his
got
first
fed-
run.
Got fed to Cena, but
Of course, Super Cena.
right.
Only person that survived Cena was AJ.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
But
KO beat him on the first night, but lost the feud.
but he survived Cena.
Yeah.
But I do think Rusev has elevated himself, and he's found like a second wind, and now I think he's one of the top overall.
Love
wrestlers.
Rusev. Love
Is
Rusev.
Reigns, The Rock's cousin, is that one?
You go, boy.
Yeah, I remember.
So the next match, Bailey Dana Brooke.
Yawn.
We knew that was gonna happen.
Yawn.
Bailey easily took care. That's the
But-
one you got.
Honestly,
That's sweet.
I'm actually surprised at how they're booking her since she came.
Bailey.
Yeah. Only reason why is I feel like you could have held out on NXT for this. Because I feel like when she's not getting, it's like she's losing to Dana Brooke. And I feel like I thought when she came, she's going to have a strong ass push. She would be undefeated for a while. The underdog type stuff. But then, like we see, we'll touch on Raw, but you saw the whole match with her and Nia. It was like, oh. Like, they act like her and Bailey didn't fight each other in NXT.
Right. And we'll talk about that when we get there. Got some thoughts. The club beat Enzo and Cass, and I think we're pretty happy about that. 'Cause I
Yes.
think they needed to win this feud.
They need a big ass fucking
I mean, I like Enzo and Cass, but
they're just like Bray. You bring them in, you build them up to be so damn good. Like when they was fighting Roman and them, I mean, besides getting beat up by the fucking Samoan every Monday, but they were coming across as dominant and as strong. Oh my God, these guys from Japan. He beat them. Oh, yeah, sorry.
So next, KO Seth Rollins.
You guys showed me the chain that was in that fight.
The chain
That
wrestling.
match.
Oh, yeah.
That was sick. That was really
Yeah,
cool.
spot of the night, match of the night.
Yeah, of course. Well, I don't know. I think spot of the night. Nah, you're right.
No, I mean,
you're
you
right.
can't argue. Spot of the night though. I don't know what was better than the double.
No,
tables.
That's what I'm saying. Spot of the
Yeah.
night. That was the best spot I think in the last couple of years, honestly. Match of the night. Only why I would say yeah because even though Sasha and Bailey, not Sasha and Charlotte, they're not heavy enough to break the table. Sasha's only like 90 pounds when she's soaking wet.
Yeah.
But I think that like. But I think now if they didn't have the Bronches like in that type of situation, I think that match would have been fine. So I'll give you that.
I think the spot was the best spot since Rumble. Like Rumble with Ambrose and KO.
Oh god, yeah.
That was painful, just awesome.
And we were there,
mm-hmm.
So that made it even better.
Yeah. So next, cruiserweights. Still nobody's invested in the cruiserweights, even though the cruiserweight classic was so awesome. But
that's because
that guy lost.
Yep.
That's the guy I picked.
Thank God. The thing about the cruiserweights is that their pace is different.
Mm-hmm.
Their like in ring style is different.
And nobody cares about them because you don't know anything about them. Mm-hmm. I mean, that audience, nobody knows about anything.
Absolutely, but I feel like if you had them wrestling the same type of style that you had them wrestling on CWC, people will clearly be invested into that. Like when Cedric comes out and does his flips and all that cool ass shit and does his own thing, they get behind it because it's like, okay, cool, but we got the mat wrestling, that's not, when you think cruiser, you think of high flyers.
Yeah.
Then we go on to Cesaro and Sheamus.
So I scored this as all of us got it right.
Right.
Just because we all get a point for watching. No, but
didn't we all pick New Day?
Yeah, they technically lost via disqualification, but
they technically retained.
I mean, they retained the title.
So
it's just gonna go on even longer.
Yeah. If you DQ, you don't lose the title.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I'm
but you have to fight.
What do they do to disqualify?
Kofi hit Sheamus with the Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah. The also the biggest casualty of the match was the trombone.
Francesca too
is now gone.
She's gone.
I don't know what this means. I'm gonna guess it's actually an instrument.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a trombone. They got destroyed once by Jericho.
Right.
And then second time in this match. So.
Oh, that's
rest in peace. Yeah, it's fine for what it is, but this feud's gonna continue, and I don't really still care. I care about Cesaro individually, but Cesaro and Sheamus, I get it. I'm gonna get it, but
I think Cesaro needs to go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
What did the New Day come out in? Were they in ridiculous outfits?
Nah, regular New Day.
No, but on Halloween, they were dressed up like former WWE stars. Like one was the Godfather, one was Papa Shango,
and one was Kuma. No. Kamala.
Was it?
And it's basically the same guy, but his 3 different faces or whatever.
Nice.
So that was cool. So now we're talking about.
Let's talk about the main event now.
I do think I'm actually happy they went on last.
I'm happy it went on last. I thought they went out and did a great show.
They did. I only had one problem.
Go for it.
You know what my problem is, right?
I know what you're gonna say, and I agree with you.
Vince, why did you take up 15 minutes of my time for Charlotte to pull a fake injury? I'm sorry, Sasha to pull like, oh my god, I'm hurt, get off the stretcher.
It took too long. I'm fine with the whole bit, but it took too long. Bless you.
Thank you.
And I think it was good. It wasn't spectacular, obviously, because the table spots obviously didn't work at the end, and then the finish seemed rushed. They went into natural selection because I don't think that was the original finish.
Mm-hmm.
And then Charlotte wins it in shocking fashion after I think it's the 5th title change in
the last 2 months.
2 months, and my wife was so pissed.
I'd have been pissed off too.
So pissed. I mean, I'm fine with. I like Charlotte's streak on pay-per-views. I think that's a really cool element. It was good, so I think it was a solid match. I don't think it was match of the night. Personally, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens and Seth. What was that?
She always wins pay-per-views?
13.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's cool.
But I'm gonna say right now though, I do think for that structure and the environment that they were in, and all the pressure they were under for going on last, I thought they killed it.
Yes.
Now I do think that the spots hurt the match, but you can see the fact that they were trying, and they still put on a great ass
absolutely, 100%.
Spider-Woman, Sasha,
fantastic.
That was a great spot.
Yep.
All right, let's transition to the following night on Raw.
All right, so that was Hell in a Cell. B.
All right. B.
You won again.
B. Yeah.
First time out, not knowing anything, not bad.
Not bad.
So then we go to Raw. It's Halloween night. No, I can't wait to see the ratings. I don't know when the ratings came out. It has to be one of the lowest of all time.
They were bad.
Yeah.
They were bad.
I mean, nobody.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was trash.
They've been having the worst ratings. I don't think they care anymore.
Shit, do you see the fucking show they put on?
No.
I wouldn't care either.
So Halloween, Raw. Can they finally beat SmackDown? In my opinion.
No.
Well, it didn't happen.
No.
So what do they start? They start with Heyman, Rusev, and Goldberg. I mean, Rusev, I feel bad for him. They just send him out as a prop. It's going to happen.
Yep.
Credit to Heyman for taking a bump.
Right, but let's talk about this one guy, Goldberg. The fact that it's about some fantasy warfare that happened years ago at WrestleMania 20.
They'd everybody booed.
Yeah, because it was trash.
Yep.
Goldberg.
Yeah. My thing is, it's no knock to him. I salute him for. I understand why we get why he's coming back. He wants to show his kid and his wife that we get it, but I just don't see it. I don't see the incitement for me.
We'll see. It's gonna go on. It's gotta go on last for Survivor Series. So they have the biggest shoes. I think it's gonna go on last. I mean, it's like that's what Undertaker and Brock did. I mean,
but see, the thing with Goldberg, man, it's like you saw when he got to that in-ring contact, you saw what Rusev like. Rusev didn't even touch him; he fell.
Yeah.
No, I get the ring rust, cool. Not knocking him for that, but I think that he's out of his element, and I think that his past, like Brock, like we talked about before we started this. Brock he's a man amongst boys right now. And like you said, Roman was hurt.
The last time we seen Brock, fighting, he left Randy Orton almost to die.
And the thing is,
skull busted open.
And that wasn't blading. That was real hands fucking like whooping somebody's ass.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna give it. It's got some nostalgia. I don't know. I'm more looking for the other matches in the card service, but we'll see.
I'm looking forward for the SmackDown versus Raw.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking forward to because I think like hopefully Seth joins it, but then we can get AJ and Seth in the ring potentially at one point.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on.
You're gonna like this punt.
I love this.
It was a trick or street fight.
So bad.
But
was it a good
It was basically a house show. I mean, there's pumpkins everywhere. There was a bobbing for apples thing. So they just threw each other through everything, and it was a mess. Worst part of the match, though, it was fine for what it was. The worst part of the match is they're about to do the finisher on Gallows.
Yes.
And they're trying to get a pumpkin on his head.
And he has to hold the damn pumpkin.
And he's holding the pumpkin over his head to get hit. I mean, that was really took me out of the element. But, it's fine for what it was. Cruiserweights, count out,
Yeah.
And then we go to the Battle Royale to determine who is in the elimination match. Everybody gets jobber entrances except for Sammy and Braun, so they're going to be last two standing.
Now, interesting about the Braun factor. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go for it.
We know, we'll get to SmackDown, but... Oh, no, wait, go ahead, because you know what I'm about to say.
So, everybody gets eliminated. We get to Braun and Sammy. They kind of tease Sammy might win, but it's coming, and Braun eliminates him. Fine with this. I'm fine with the dynamic Braun's going to bring to the Survivor Series team, and I like that Sammy's still booked as the underdog. So I was fine with this whole segment. What about you?
I liked it. Only reason why is that I felt like Braun had competition for 0.5 seconds with Sammy.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that Sammy's actually being used because he wasn't even on the fucking card.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Next, more cruiserweights. It's just for me, how many mixed tag matches can you do? You're not giving anybody any personalities. Rich Swan's my boy. Cedric's your boy.
You know what this reminds me of? Divas Revolution.
Yeah.
When they kept putting fucking same tag matches.
That's how they introduced them. No characters.
Yeah.
It's 100% correct.
That's what it reminds me of.
I don't know.
Now, go ahead.
Nia Jax and Bayley, we've seen them fight many times.
But
in NXT.
of course.
But we don't allude to it.
We don't.
Raw.
We don't.
They've never seen each other.
Like we've never seen Bayley tap out Nia Jax with the.
Yeah. I mean.
So Bayley won in the Hell in a Cell, but she lost in this?
Yeah. The next night, Charlotte brought her out, so it kind of teased that they might be the feud going forward, and then Nia came out and beat her. So Nia is
she's the Rock's cousin. No, she is the Rock's cousin.
I'm trying to be nice, but she is a giant woman.
No,
really?
I'll tell you right now, she's
Diesel.
Improved. Like she's improved in the ring.
Yeah.
And I'll give you that because I used to tell my friends all the time, and they be like, oh, Nia doesn't need. I'm like, listen, she needs more than fucking 3 moves. I'm tired of this leg, drop this little head.
She's definitely intimidating, and I'm fine with I keep saying book Bayley like Sami Zayn.
Right.
I mean, make her the underdog. They told the story perfect in NXT. So we'll see where they go with this. It's not going to be Charlotte versus Nia, so we'll see where they go with this.
But I really wanted Sasha versus Nia.
Sure.
I thought, one, Nia can toss her the fuck around, be known as a dominant woman. But you have Sasha overcome her to make her stock elevate.
Yeah.
But what do we know?
Nothing.
Then we got, of course.
Oh, good. Cesaro and Sheamus back.
Pass. Just pass.
Fighting the Shining Stars. All right, we're gonna pass on that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna end the night with my boy Jericho and Roman Reigns. Jericho, the best thing to watch on the show, along with New Day.
Yes.
And he's fighting Roman for the U.S. titles. There's really no mystery. I don't think the crowd's really into it.
But they were into it when the man appeared, Seth. Now.
Okay. Yeah.
At the end.
So KO, it ends in a DQ. KO comes in the ring, beats the crap out of Roman, and Seth runs in to make the save.
Now, after Seth makes the save, that little moment where
they're staring at each other.
Yes. First, I was like, "This is a mini. Am I gonna see what I want to see? What we all want to see?"
Okay, so there's two things you could say here. A, you're gonna say he's gonna turn heel, Roman's gonna turn heel, or B, a mini Shield reunion.
Yes, of course. Listen, Vince loves Roman. He's not turning heel anytime soon. And the only why I say that because Seth changed his gear back to all black. If you notice that, right?
Yeah. Ambrose on another show, so I don't know how they do it, but
he was the fucking weakest link the whole time. You don't need him.
So Reigns and Rollins were
the Shield, the Shield were a faction.
Oh my god, they were.
It's one of the most dominant factions. Like it's Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose.
Cool. It was beautiful, man.
And they came to the audience. They were in SWAT gear.
It was something different.
They were the
It was something
Justice.
New. And it was like they used to walk.
And that's why they're all elevated to the status.
Because they were in that. That's cool.
You know what's wild? They came in as like rookies. They came from NXT and FCW, and the fact that they put on a fucking show night after night for 2 years, and then when they broke up, they all went to the top.
That's cool.
So yeah, we'll see where that goes. That was Raw. We don't know much about what they're gonna do for Survivor Series on the team.
I give Raw a fucking F.
I give it a C.
The only one I'm gonna give it an F is because if you look at that, right, and you look at all the people that was on the show, you would expect better out of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I mean, it wasn't that compelling, right?
And
I think they knew that. They don't want to do anything major because it's Halloween. Nobody's watching.
Yeah,
so we'll start seeing it next week. Maybe.
See.
Who knows?
Now,
SmackDown. The only show worth watching.
Yes. Besides NXT, when I don't read the spoilers. First off, the man that runs the camp.
James Ellsworth.
No, he doesn't have a chin. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Have you ever seen James Ellsworth? Oh man, he is.
He wasn't.
The man has no chin.
Oh god.
So they brought him in as. That's pretty much it. He nailed it. So they brought him in as a comedic jobber. Anyway, I'm still into it. I don't give a crap if everybody's booing him. I still think it's funny. He's a man that's got two fists.
No, I'm very into it.
So they do their whole thing. They do the apology. They set up that James Ellsworth's trying to make it right.
Wait, what the hell? Where'd he go? I'm sorry.
I see him.
I'm sorry, guy.
There he is.
Oh God, I did. That's actually what he looks like.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, first segment, great, whatever. Then we go to Randy Orton, where he is now seduced by the dark side, fighting Kane.
Oh, I thought it was the fucking X-Men with his eyes started glistening.
Yeah, that was so bad. But still interested to see where it goes.
Now,
Why they're doing something.
Even with that, I wonder, does this create the split between Bray and Luke?
Maybe. Or it's Luke and Randy tag teaming it up. I don't know.
I'm gonna say right now, honestly, I think if they all can get on the same page, that can be bad.
But they need to change his look.
Oh yeah.
He can't come in the little Dukes, shaved head, no beard. He needs to at least look more like post-apocalyptic or something.
Right.
He need to do something with his look. That's my big thing. I need to believe this.
And that's too, because I think now here's what I want to happen. I would want Randy to transform into a different look. And I would want Luke to be so paranoid where he doesn't trust Bray. Creates an issue there. You can stem that out to when Eric Roman comes back to be his boy. Eric Roman turn on him, and Luke has to, you build up Luke. He deserves to be.
So there you go. Not only do you get a shitty podcast, but you get a shitty fantasy booking as well.
Yo, fuck you. Fuck you.
No, that all makes sense to me. I think there's a lot of things they can do with it.
Absolutely. I just don't want the whole fucking Daniel Bryan angle again.
Absolutely. That is the one thing they go back to the playbook and they pull the same Daniel Bryan thing. That's what I'm most feared about. Most feared. Scary good.
Most feared, scary good.
Okay, then the best part of every week's show, Alexa Bliss and Carmella. Carmella is, I feel like, well, before I get to her, fighting Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. Carmella on SmackDown sticks out like a complete sore thumb.
She does.
NXT, she was okay because of the level, but I feel like...
I'm telling you right now, she's
just so green.
And it's no disrespect to her in-ring ability or her as a woman, but I do think that she should have been with Enzo and Cass. The only reason why is that they would have got more background of her. They would have been more accepting of her.
I get it. I like her as a heel. I
do too.
I don't know. I don't understand.
That voice is annoying.
Yeah. Still interested to see where the Alexa Becky match is next week. That'll be the big one. I know Becky's gonna win, but it should.
Can you imagine if she drops that?
Hopefully not. Even as much as I like to see Alexa with it, hopefully it.
Right.
But I'm really looking forward because I think it's been a really good feud so far. I honestly fast forward through Alpha versus Spirit Squad.
So we already know what's gonna happen.
I'm fine with jobber matches, but like I don't need to watch it. Daniel Bryan announces the Survivor Series team.
Did you see that? So, all right. So let's talk about. You got the phenomenal AJ, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Baron Corbin.
What I think is interesting is they're stacking. It's not gonna be championship being defended at Survivor Series,
Which has me like, that's interesting.
I think it's interesting, and it's Survivor Series. I always love the old Survivor Series. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I just, like I said last week, there needs to be some incentive for these groups winning, because if it's not, they're just fighting and everybody forgets about it.
You're right.
But I'm really excited at Survivor Series, honestly, about this stuff.
The thing that's most interesting to me is that we're gonna have a 20-man tag team match.
Yeah, but if one person gets eliminated, they're both out.
Yeah, but the fact that that's still gonna be
20 people in a
but
tag
it's
team.
10
I just don't know how realistically you can have like SmackDown pose any threat.
And honestly, especially the women's side, you
tag team more than women.
Well, yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Well, hell no. New Day, Enzo, Club, yeah.
But like you have what, Hype Bros?
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, American Alpha can hold their own. But
yeah, I think American Alpha, Usos,
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
But let's go back.
I feel like they have a stronger men's team though.
You think so?
AJ and Ambrose. I mean, maybe not.
So,
I don't know.
No, I'm actually because
I mean, it's pretty close. I never would have thought that a month ago. But
what we have to think about who's on the Raw team. Cause what we got so far: Braun,
KO, Jericho, Braun,
Roman,
and Roman. And kayfabe.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Roman will be the last one standing.
Of fucking course. Or you know, it'd be cool. I would want to see AJ versus Kevin last standing.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Okay, fantasy booker, you're not gonna get what you wish.
Fuck, of course not.
All right.
Yeah. Survivor Series.
Right.
Is Raw versus SmackDown.
It is. It's elimination tag matches. The teams like 5-on-5.
Okay.
So it's the most, to me, it's the most coolest thing ever because you get to see like
they normally
see all the guys together, right?
Yeah.
Or guys and girls, I guess. And also another question: is Cena not in the scene anymore?
So I was gonna say that.
That video. Did we talk about the Halloween video? Did you see that? I love John Cena. I hate his character. Love him.
I'll tell you right now,
he came out in his Halloween costume
as his
full
his
Nikki
girlfriend.
Bella. No,
his
Nikki
girlfriend.
Bella, like little shorts.
Here.
Little.
We'll do it.
Yeah,
we'll
do it after.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll set to see it. Great stuff. I think we're running out of time, so let's go through this. Ziggler beats Kurt Hawkins. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Usos beat the Headbangers. Who gives a shit?
Why are they there?
And then we get to the finals. Ambrose, AJ, and once again your boy James Ellsworth just does enough.
But I'm gonna tell you what kind
and
of
Bumpy took over the table.
But I'm gonna tell you what kind of irked me. Wasn't the match wasn't nothing. It was the fact that this was determined that Dean faces AJ in December. So why don't y'all focus on Survivor Series, right?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like why the fuck are we talking about TLC right now? So I feel like it's kind of like, okay, so you're fighting for stuff that's gonna happen a long time ago. So then you kind of already tell if AJ has any type of title matches or whatever, he's gonna have that title throughout the whole time. But
I mean, for what it was, it's still better than Raw. I think.
Hell yeah!
I think it was a down week altogether.
It was.
But pay-per-view is probably better than should have been, but it's better than all the other stuff. So.
I do think even SmackDown having a down week is still better than Raw. And I feel like Raw is stacked. They have fucking Goldberg coming back, Club, Enzo, Cass, all these guys, Roman, KO. I feel like they need to start putting on better shows, especially with the Cruiserweight. Now, Cruiserweight stuff starting on November 29th.
Yep. My
birthday, the 2205 live. First off, the name is fucking stupid, but anyways, I'm excited for that guy. I think they'll be in their own element then.
Yeah. I think is it live?
It's supposed to be live on Tuesday.
So they're gonna film SmackDown, and then after SmackDown main event, they're gonna go right to the Cruiserweights.
And you know what's wild? You know what takes place after SmackDown, right?
Well, Talking Smack, but it's...
And that's the same time slot.
No, they said it's going to be at 11, it's going to be taped.
Talking Smack?
Yeah.
That's why.
Anyways, well, that's the rumor. I don't know if it's real, but...
We'll see.
Anyways, that'll be interesting.
Hopefully it's Triple H running the show, and they can be in their own element.
Cool. So out of everything next week, what are you looking forward to?
I saw Sasha's booty cheek on Sunday, so other than that, life is great. I want to see who's gonna be the fifth member of this Raw team.
I want to see the Raw teams.
And I want these seniors to start being like set, and I want to see people start invading each other's shows.
And the
That's what I
spotlight,
want
the
to
spotlight will be on Becky and Alexa, so hopefully they put on a show.
Of
Scotland.
Of course, the spotlight's gonna be on Alexa, huh? Of course.
Come on,
I agree.
Nah.
Okay.
All right. Well.
It should be on her all the time.
Yeah, you get your hands off.
He doesn't even fucking watch wrestling. Look,
I know who she is though.
Of course, we all know who she is.
I just want to say that I love my wife.
Which one?
No. My main wife. I love my main wife. All right.
Well, thank you for coming ringside.
See you next
once
week.
again. See you next week.
Yep.
It's HBK Jr.
Airborne. Oh God, he's gonna screw this up.
All right. So.
God.
Hacksaw
Tim
Duggan.
Ho!
Get your cross-eyed.
You need to put that in the notes so that way I like read it.
A lot of girls are. Gotta go. All right. Well, peace, guys.
Later.